clean. And my kids are literally starving. I'm not even gonna let you eat breakfast until you get your chores done.
I'm sad too, but not that sad. So, should we tell them now or should we just wait?
We should wait. Today's a tough day.
You can play with friends.
No, like I don't have friends.
I don't have friends either.
I literally...
I hate myself for the pain that I caused my angel of a wife, the embarrassment, the public humiliation.
Our AdSense has dropped like 80%.
Hey, it's your Uncle Herman here, and I'm still an alpha male. I know my obvious abundance of testosterone can come across quite threatening, but I really appreciate everyone who has accepted me not only as an alpha, but as an uncle recently. Thank you. In today's episode of my internet analysis series, I wanted to look into the strange phenomenon that is family channels here on YouTube.
If you have a drama channel, like, have enough self-respect and self-worth to know that you are worthy of being watched or worthy of, like, you have something else to give aside from bashing other people. Like, you can make your own, like, that's what we've always done. I just don't understand drama channels. To me, I'm like, oh, I can't, I just don't get it.
But dear drama channels, don't feel like you need to feature us.
Now, after seeing this clip circulating on Twitter from a family vlog of the Saccone Jolies, a vlogging family with over 1.8 million subscribers, this clip actually made me think a little bit, which is quite rare for me. Not because I consider myself a drama channel, but because I do consider myself to lack self-worth. And I make that work for me. But also because whilst I'm sure these people are just trying their best, as we all are, the idea that a family channel that uses their children for views and creates emotionally distressing thumbnails and titles to get clicks doesn't like drama channels using public figures for clicks is kind of a little ironic to me. But I truly don't wish any online hatred to be directed towards that family, or anyone for that matter, as far as family channels go, these guys are by far not the worst. And to be honest, I don't think that family channels start from a bad place, but I think that as they grow, that's where we start to see this problem. Let us first look at a little known channel with nearly 20 million subscribers, the Ace Family. The Ace Family are a family vlogging channel made up of Austin McDoon.
Name's McDoon.
Sorry, McBroom, his wife Catherine, and their 3 young children, 2 of which have literally been vlogged from birth. Now, this family has been in a number of controversies. For example, in 2019, Austin filmed himself taking his wife's half-sister, who was a literal toddler at the time, to an adult toy shop and laughing as he filmed her with a peach-shaped lollipop in her mouth.
I promise you something. Don't show nobody that lollipop, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go. Put that away. Put that lollipop away.
And last year they created a literal mudslide in their neighbourhood by using a jet ski in their pool. But what irks me the most about these guys is their ridiculous use of emotionally charged thumbnails and titles. If you type bad news into their channel, you're greeted with over 20 videos about them receiving bad or terrible news. But when you actually click on these videos, the news that's teased throughout the video is almost always a problem that only multi-millionaires would have, and nothing like they're hinting that it is. And I get that this has been happening on YouTube for years, but when you look at the comments of these channels, they have such a young demographic, and as the demographic of YouTube is getting younger and younger, I think we really need to take a look at the effects of this emotional clickbait. Here's the thing, YouTubers, especially vloggers, are idolised. They share personal aspects of their lives, talk to viewers like their friends, and address them directly. And so for a lot of viewers, especially those in the younger demographic who are not as wise to the facade of social media, it can be very distressing to be presented with the idea of their favourite YouTuber suddenly quitting YouTube. It also always seems to be creators with younger fans who are much more likely to be stressed by this and click on the video. For example, you can see in the comments of their video titled "Saying Goodbye, Today is a Sad Day for Us," that there are literal children watching these videos. For reference, in this 21-minute long vlog where they apparently have some terrible news, the news ends up being that they are selling one of their 6 cars, who I presume by the comments is called Shelby.
Been using her.
We haven't driven.
There we go. We haven't been
in a while.
Driving her.
And
that's what happens when your family grows and things happen, things change.
you're right.
You know,
you're right,
life
you're
is
right.
evolving.
You're right.
So.
I get it. But I just don't want to talk about it. Ace family, let's just go on with the video and just continue watching as we go through this.
We don't want to do this.
Sad day.
But we do.
You'll know more as you continue watching. Let's just go.
Shelby, I saw her since she came to the Ace fam. No, I'm sad. No. Oh my god, what a tragedy. Praying for you. I really love that car and you giving it away is sad for me. I love this one because when I get married then I want donuts and I want to play like this. I wish I had a car to drive. Everyone that I know has a car and myself doesn't have one and I always feel sad trust feeling. Why do you get your fans scared for selling one of your 6 cars? I'm pretty sure you did this thumbnail and tittle just for more views and now you're happy, got almost 4 mil views on this vid. Either all of their viewers slack on spelling and grammar or they are literal children. I'm gonna go with the latter. And the fact that they seem genuinely sad shows that they've not only created this emotional clickbait, but they've also projected onto their very young, impressionable audience that these are actual problems to be sad about. I don't know, it just seems like there's almost a pattern of people letting privilege get to their heads so much
I'm not a Tory.
that they will do anything to get that next multi-million-dollar paycheck, including exploiting not only their fans that watch the videos, but their own children. But the Ace family are just one of many, many channels like this. There's also 8 Passengers, who are currently trying to sue people who make videos about them, so just to say, this is all my alleged opinions. Thank you. Now, this channel is run by a mother of 6, Ruby Frank. The channel is called 8 Passengers, and they've been under a lot of fire recently for the parenting techniques that viewers have picked up on, notably sending their teenage son off to a camp in the desert called the Anasazi Foundation, where parents send their troubled teens for therapy.
Chad today has just entered the Anasazi Foundation Wilderness Therapy Program, where he's going to spend the next 8 to 10 weeks living in the
Anasazi Desert.
Yeah, the desert mountains of Arizona. And he'll be with counselors and other youth that are trying to figure some things out. So you're probably wondering, what did Chad do? Okay, we're not even going to entertain that stuff, but it's an accumulation of things over years.
Their teen also allegedly slept on a beanbag for 7 months because he wasn't allowed in a bed. They've also allegedly sent a 5-year-old to school without food to teach them a lesson, and filmed their kids in awkward situations where they explicitly say that they don't want to get filmed just to get a clickbait title or thumbnail. The parents, Ruby and Kevin, defended themselves in this Insider article, stating that concerning the camp that they sent their son to that a lot of people are very riled up about, they said this decision came amid years of physical and emotional damaging behaviour that Chad, their son, was participating in with his siblings and classmates that ended up getting him suspended from school. This was also why he was sent to the Anasazi Foundation's Wilderness Therapy Program, which says it provides intervention services for troubled teens for 10 weeks. Chad and Russell slept in the same room shortly after they moved because one bedroom was being redecorated, but therapists and psychological professionals recommended they be separated. Chad was given a variety of choices where he could sleep, including a pull-out guest bed, an inflatable mattress, and a beanbag. And apparently this is why he slept on a beanbag for 7 months. What people aren't understanding is that we give our children a choice in everything, Ruby said. We are teaching our children to be self-governing, so it was always very open with our son that he gets to choose how long he's separate from his brother dependent upon his behaviour. The Frank said that Chad chose the beanbag because he found it the most comfortable. He also removed the doors to the room in an effort to be transparent and help regain his parents' trust, they said. However, their punishments do seem incredibly harsh if you look into it.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October and they gave my room back like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason. At least this is the reason that's been in my head. It's pretty funny, but now that I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, he's like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on. And I was like, we're not going to Disneyland. And he started crying and hitting me. And then he went back to bed in tears and then...
So that was not the reason you lost your room, but that was...
Well, the other reason is because I pointed a BB gun at his face.
Pointed a BB gun at his face and hung him on the basketball. It's not funny.
Now, a Change.org petition was started to try and have this family investigated. It so far had over 12,000 signatures and accuses the family of a multitude of allegations sourced from their vlogs. Amongst sending the son to a behaviour camp, apparently the mother, Ruby, has also banned all electronics from her kids all summer, including TV. The children appeared very sad in the recent video, saying they have no friends, and Ruby's response to this was, "That's a very vulnerable thing for you to say. Do you want me to keep that in the video?" Surely if she felt sad about this, as she sounds in the video, she would act on what they have said. This is due to them having no access to talk to their friends whatsoever, due to Ruby not allowing them to.
Chad hasn't had a flip phone, a smartphone, any kind of phone, and it's been over a year. And I still have no intention of returning a phone. Abby, we took the phone away from Abby in November. And you may never get the phone back.
Probably not.
Her second eldest son has also apparently told us in the recent video that he's recently been left on the floor for 7 months in a beanbag solely because he teased his brother, and that the family are basically profiting off of their children and focusing on themselves first. As they say, they're the adults. They furnished their bedroom with a bed frame and a newly furnished bathroom with a $2,000 toilet seat, while their children sleep on the floor on a mattress. The family will not allow us viewers to speak, and so as a result we've taken our own action. We're supposedly triggered and shouldn't be because it's not our kids and we don't live with them 24/7. However, Ruby produces the videos for us to watch, and so we can judge them if we choose to. There's nothing stopping us. Ruby a couple of months ago spoke about how she shows too much of her life, and now suddenly she's saying that we know nothing about her at all. And let's not forget Daddy05, the vlogging family who actually lost custody of their kids after the vlogs that they were putting out caused so much concern that they got investigated by the Child Protective Services, a similar investigation that viewers of 8 Passengers are petitioning for. When vlogging your family becomes your full-time job and you chase these clickbait titles and thumbnails, in my opinion, it becomes far too dangerous. There's just something very uncomfortable about millions of people watching a child grow up on the internet, about that child's entire life being recorded and put out there for millions to see, everything right from their birth. Once something's on the internet, it can't be erased, and these children are going to grow up, they're going to go to job interviews, apply for college, meet new people, and all someone would have to do is a quick Google search of their name to find extremely personal details of their lives and their childhood. Not only that, but they're also not being protected against those who might be watching these videos for a much, much more sinister reason. These vloggers are not protecting their children, in my opinion. They are exposing their personal lives to millions upon millions of people on the internet for monetary gain. And it's not just their audience that these parent vloggers are emotionally manipulating for views. In my opinion, it's also their children. So let me know your opinions in the comments. I have, as always, been your Uncle Herman. You can subscribe and like this video if you feel like it, and I will see you in the next one.